Poland Daily Business Edition, and tonight we will talk about military might of China. 70th anniversary of People's Republic of China was marked by the impressive military display. Jerzy Bielewicz, financial analyst, writer of Gazeta Bankowa. You, sir, have been watching that on TV, and what are your impressions?
With great interest, and it was powerful display of military power of Chinese Republic, People's Republic, and who would be to whom they sent the message.
What was the target?
Yeah, I think if I were Russian, I would be very, very scared right now, because they displayed 1,500 pieces of weaponry, very, very modern, from ballistic missiles to cruise missiles, and many different drones, and very, very impressive. But I would say that it's the end of era for China. I would no longer say a word about soft power of China. They displayed strong power,
do they show it to the Chinese people? Look how strong we are, or do they show it to Japan? Look, don't mess with us.
I think the local, I wouldn't say formally it was because of a trade war with the United States, but I think the local Chinese partners are domestic politics drove this display of military might. You have to listen to Xi Jinping, who said that unity of China is the most important purpose of his policies.
So that was directed towards Taiwan and Hong Kong.
And Macau, yeah, and ethnic unity, which is even goes further up. He was addressing, I guess, the Muslim
population of the country. The Chinese businessmen are reported to be not very happy with Mr. Xi policy that sets the country against the West and against the United States, the main customers, the main export targets, and maybe this was also directed to these opponents who emerged after the American sanctions.
It might be the true reason for this display of power of Xi Jinping. He was dressed very strange. It was not a business-like suit, but it was Mao Zedong dressing.
This is the person we associate mostly with these very expensive, nice suits made of silk, of course.
So it's not the same person right now. And I think you might be right that they made mistake putting forward this policies, expansion policies, and getting into fight with the United States. And to add a little bit, there was a leak in the U.S. press that U.S. administration considers a capital war with China, cutting off Chinese company from the U.S. financial markets.
That's a follow-up of the Donald Trump speech in the United Nations when he accused China of mismanaging, misdealing with the World Trade Organization, with abusing the freedom of the Western capital while restricting access to their own market.
U.S. officials withdraw this. They back off on this leak, but Democrats as well as Republicans they prepare a regulation against Chinese company in the U.S. markets. So it's maybe it's positioning before negotiations next week, which are to start between the U.S. and China, trade negotiation, or there might be more of a not only trade but capital war, which is a lot more than just a trade war.
If we are in this military terminology, after winning the Battle of Britain, Winston Churchill said, "This is not the end. This is even not a beginning of the end, but this is the end of the beginning." We are in the same stage in the contest between the United States and China?
I would hope that they would find some reconciliation and ways to resolve the conflicts, coming up conflicts, and that they would talk to each other in more civilized way, not through military parade, but through negotiations. And the both countries could have played a great role on the world scene. And we Poles are especially interested in some kind of dialogue between China and the US because of our geopolitical location.
But that's the topic of another conversation, sir. Thank you very much for this insight.
Thank you very much.
Jerzy Bielewicz, Gazeta Bankowa writer and financial analyst, was our guest, and that was it for tonight's Poland Daily Business.